Hey folks, it's Nick Granville. Welcome to Guitar Daily. My name is Nick Granville. I'm a guitar player based in Wellington, New Zealand. For those who are regular viewers here, welcome. For those who are new, also welcome. It's just great to have people here, and I'm really enjoying doing this and building a community around my YouTube channel. So I really appreciate everyone's comments, questions, all that kind of stuff, and the kind donations to my PayPal. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much. It helps support what I do, so and that's greatly appreciated because I want to keep doing this as long as you're watching. So today, that was a little bit of a blues and F, and I kind of want to talk about something that I've discussed a little bit on Guitar Daily, but I haven't probably given a lot of context to, and I think that's what I'm going to look at today. So I've talked about playing themes, and you would have heard a bunch of them in the beginning of that, right? There were certain things I was doing that you could be considered a theme. Now, what does a theme mean? Well, to me, a theme is like something that occurs and then occurs again and again. There's 4 bars, and then something slightly different for the next 4 bars, right? And that's a common way to approach the blues. And to me, like, that's a theme, is when you've got an idea that repeats. So something like could be a theme, and then so there I played it with a variation. Maybe put a note on the end. Now that's actually the same thing, but I've jumped it up an octave for a point of interest. So that one there, you could say, was a theme, but it's a variation on the theme that I did earlier, right? So you can there's lots of different ways to kind of develop your themes. One could be to take the same idea and move it up to a new position. So I followed the chords. I had an F7 for an F blues, and then I go up to a B flat, right? And then just take the same thing and play it in B flat. Right, and that's essentially like a development of the same idea, right? But one fundamental thing I haven't discussed, and this is something I was thinking about, is where do these themes come from? It's not that you just kind of pluck them out of thin air, right? The way they come is from kind of knowing scales and arpeggios and shapes like that, and then hearing something melodically, right? To me, the way I'm looking at it is what can I sing? To me, a strong theme is always singable. So something like that, right? You don't have to be a good singer, but in your head, try and come up with something like that. And right, that's something like it's kind of singable, isn't it? Whereas right, something like very abstract like that, you would say that's not really a strong melodic theme. Now, it doesn't mean you can't play something like that. Sometimes, an element of surprise or interest can be really cool in the solo, right? Because, if everything's too predictable, that's boring too, right? But I think having a theme, and so where does that idea come from of having a theme? For me, if I'm playing a blues, the theme is almost always going to be bluesy, right? It could be something like Simple as that. To me, the simpler the better. And all I'm doing there is thinking F7, but I'm implying F7 sharp 9. Right? And I'm going to the 6 instead of to the flat 7 like a lot of people. I think implies that kind of sound. To me, that's cool. Also, that works on the next chord really well. Because you've got the third of that chord, right? So there, now I've got a theme. And that theme came kind of from a blues thing. And then I'm off, right? I've got that, I've got my launching pad, I've got somewhere for my solo to go. Now, contextually, I think it comes from the type of music you're playing. If I'm playing a bebop tune, I'm not going to have a blues theme like that, am I? Right? If I'm playing a Latin tune, I'm not going to have a blues theme like that. To me, I look at my theme as being related to the style of the song. So that's a really good place to start, right? What is the style of the song you're playing? If it's a bossa nova and it's something like, say, blue bossa or I don't know, whatever. It's not going to make sense to go. You know, that's just the wrong idea. I might go something like. Right, and then maybe. So there I'm kind of pivoting on the ninth, right? If you learn some bossa nova tunes, you'll find that a lot of the melodies hit ninths, or the pretty notes, so that 9s, 11s, those kind of things, right? So to me, that's kind of going to be something I'm going to do. Now, a lot of my playing ends up being kind of bluesy in nature anyway, because that's my flavor. That's what I grew up playing, right? So I don't think you should not have your flavor. Like there, I'm still going to use vibrato on those things, but I'm going to play what stylistically suits that. Yeah, so your theme kind of, to me, comes from the style of the music, right? So I think, okay, I'm playing blues. Playing something funky, my theme might be, I don't know if I'm an F again, maybe it's just an F7 chord, something like. It's a groove like that, right? I might go. So you see there, I kind of had an idea that was a funky thing built off the flat 7, down close to the bridge for the stylistically what suits that sort of music, right? Or hopefully. Maybe you disagree. Maybe you think it doesn't suit that style of music. But anyway, I'm trying to come from a funk place, right, in terms of my theme. Like, and being, you know, it's the funkier the better. So if it's that F blues with the organ thing, by the way, that track is by a guy called Phil Wilkinson Music. It's on YouTube. It's a really fantastic backing track, and here's a lot of good ones there. Just organ and drums, and I love playing with organ trios. It's one of my favorites. So anyway, if you found this useful, please subscribe to my channel, and hit the like button. Actually, the like thing helps quite a lot. I know I don't really ask people about that one, but I probably should. The PayPal's open if you want to donate. If you find this useful, that's super helpful, because it just helps me to keep doing this. I don't have any kind of financial backers with this, and I don't put adverts in my channel. If you see them, that's because I've got a copyright notice from trying to see stuff. Maybe there'll be, that ad thing in future, but currently there's not. So any stuff like that really helps. Check out my albums, all that stuff. Anyway, I'm here every day doing this, so if there's something you want to know, leave a comment below and I'll try and cover it. I'm going to play you out on the blues, but I'm not going to use a track this time. I'm going to play something a little different. Hopefully you dig.